Hello everyone and welcome back to Witch Watch. This is episode 5. I'm looking forward to this. Witch Watch has been so much fun. It's been a very funny show, very entertaining. Last week we got introduced to a new character who... Can I remember his name off the top of my head? No. Can I look it up in my notes? Witch Watch episode 4, Kanchi? Is that his name? Because yeah, she calls him Kanchan or something, right? So Kanchi is his name. So we got introduced to him. It seems like he's gonna have partially a rivalry with why can't I remember one of the main characters' names now? With Morihita. But also maybe a friendship. It's kind of hard to tell right now. I think it's going to be a combination of the two. They ended the last episode by playing Yu-Gi-Oh together, right? Which I was very happy about. I want an entire episode of them playing Yu-Gi-Oh, but they wouldn't do that. It's just a fun reference. But yeah, anyway. So I'm excited to see how this progresses. I'm excited to see how these... how the characters in this show, like how the dynamics change as the series goes on. So let's jump into it. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. This is Witch Watch episode 5. Here we go. Oh, what did that look like? Bleach? Uron Mirage. Okay. So this is a fictional manga? Like it only exists in Witch Watch? That's good. I like when creators are like, go crazy. Chitter? Like, is Chitter supposed to be like Twitter? Damn, 10k. Oh my god, the teacher's following her student, isn't she? Oh no. Dengeki melon. Oh, you see the art. So it is your favorite artist? Yep. What a funny intro. My student is my favorite fan artist. So we're continuing with this story. Oh, since a single digit follower days? I love this character. Oh my god, it's so fast! Oh my god. This is like reading comments on all of my videos. Oh my god, it's so fast! This sequence goes on for so long. That scene was minutes long. Okay, could you sign it for me? You added an illustration? Aww. Yeah, you're her teacher. That's awesome. Oh, she's so cute. You know what? Bond over it. Voice actors? Yeah, you've referenced it. Then stop lying about it. Just nerd out with her. It'd be cute. Blah blah blah. Characters. Blah 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 blah. She's adorable. I'm loving this character. Whoa. Okay, she's calling you out. Good. Yeah. Aww. Tell her that you love her art. Good. Aww. That's really cute. Like, it's a good joke, but it's also adorable. My tummy is tender today. If he needs help, then help him. Are you gonna make him invisible? Because that could be bad. Poop man. It's so lame, but kids do that. Ah, she used a thing to make her be forgotten about. Interesting. So yeah, they just don't realize your existence. Mobliviate. Oh, like turn you into a mob character? Cute transition. So you need to go to the bathroom, just do that and move to the bathroom. Okay, go. Go, 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 dude. Oh, people didn't look at all. I don't think you need to be quiet, just walk. Did scream the whole way there. Look at that fucking design. Oh. But how do you know he's there? I was just thinking about that. Maybe you could take your hands away, quickly drop your pants and put them back. They'll realize you're missing for like a second. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Okay, you're fine. They apologize. Good. She laughed like a One Piece character there. She's so sweet. Aww. Cool. Aww, so she's getting better. It's such a cute concept for like improving as a witch. Who this? Ooh. Her hair. It looks like she has a bow in, but the bow is made out of her hair. Cool getting little details on her gadgets. Cat Scout. Let me just lift up the car. Damn, you're getting popular. They squeed at being yelled at. What the fuck is going on? Oh, it's a girl. Okay, I'm not angry anymore. So they're like, her hair's supposed to be like cat ears. It's a bow, but it also looks like cat ears from the front. Meow? Her name is Meow? Yeah, that's what jealousy is. Aww. You just helped someone go to the bathroom. She's a real cat then. Oh my god. What's this gonna be? She wants him for herself? Or... Aww. Okay, so you want him to be a familiar, right? I see. It's so awkward. You need to get close to him in human form, my girl. She hates being touched. Oh, but you won't mind it if it's him. Maybe you can curl up on his lap. Oh my god. This is insane. You like being touched now? You trust him? He's actually seducing women right now. Oh, the song. They're putting the ED over this. This is funny. Oh, yeah. The woman who got pet. It does look very comfortable. Oh my god. Oh, they're not paying attention. Oh my god, she got away with it. Oh yeah, what a stupid thing to waste money on. That's cute. Okay, this is such a classic gag series character. That was a great episode. That was a very cute episode. That was one of the cutest episodes that we've had so far, I feel like. Where I was just enjoying that. I don't even know how many of the jokes I necessarily laughed at. I think I laughed at a decent amount of them, but I was kind of like absorbed in the comfiness of that episode. Because I find a lot of these characters very cute and a lot of these situations to be very cute even though they're ridiculous. Which I think is a fun balance to strike when a series could be like, okay, well here is like really like silly shit happening. But at the same time, I'm watching it and I'm going, this is nice though. This is like, it feels like they're doing something silly but with love. And when you do things that are silly but you treat it with love, that can be, to me, the best media out there. And this series feels like it's doing a bunch of silly stuff but with a lot of love. So like just the first story in this episode of like the teacher being a fan of her students' art, like it's a funny story. It's a good bit for the character. Like the teacher's gimmick is that she's an otaku and she is like extremely obsessive but tries not to let that side of herself show in front of her students, right? But it, like, the storyline being what's her name? Urashino? Urashino like coming to her and giving her the drawing, and then like talking to her about anime a little bit, and then the two start to like gush about manga together, but the teacher's trying to hold back. And eventually, I love the bit where Urashino is just like, why are you hiding yourself? Why not just like be out with it? I'm not ashamed of who I am, and I really want to talk about this series with you. And I love that. I love that, you know, it's sort of like one of those types of storylines where one character is actively hiding who she is from the other person, but they didn't have the other person be completely clueless. She knew that she was lying, and she wasn't trying to call her out on it necessarily, but she was trying to encourage her in a direction of, hey, this is a safe space for you to be open about yourself. And I think that's just a really adorable resolution to that story. And I think Urashino in general is like a really, really cute character. I liked her character design. I liked her like excitability when she like started talking about stuff she was passionate about. She got this like huge smile on her face, and I found it really adorable and really endearing. I mean, I've talked about this a lot before, and a lot of people talk about this, but some of the like cutest you can see of a person, some of the best moments you can see of a person is when they're talking about something that they're really passionate about, something that they love more than anything in the world, and you just see their face like light up because they're talking about something that they love. And seeing that in people is one of the best feelings ever. Even if you are not interested in the thing they're talking about, if you're the sort of person that has the empathy to enjoy them talking about it nonetheless, it's so great. You know, sometimes I'll be talking to friends who will, you know, I'll be talking to them and they'll be like, oh, I really love, you know, woodworking or something. You know, I'm trying to give like a really generic example, like a super specific example, but like something random that I don't know if I know anyone that's super into woodworking, but like they'll say like, I'm really into woodworking, and then I'll be like, oh really, what do you love about woodworking? And then they start to go like, oh my god, there's like this woodworking competition that and like you have to make the greatest chair, and like the really good thing about making chairs is that you always have to make sure that there's a perfect, and they start to like go off on stuff, and you'll notice their face lighting up. You'll notice their eyes are way more engaged. You'll notice they're talking a lot more. And it can be really beautiful, you know? Like if it is someone that you like, you know, that is of the gender you're attracted to, then it might be a very attractive moment. But even if it's not, it's a very a very endearing moment. Like I feel like no matter what, it's a really, really good way to start to see a person at their purest. And so yeah, I really enjoy watching Urashino like just fan out about manga that she loves, and I think it's adorable. Excuse me. And then also we had the pooping storyline. It made me really laugh, like this guy having a, you know, huge anxiety about going to the bathroom, and it's like, well, just put your hand up and say you need to go to the bathroom, and then he's like, no. And then I think he was talking about like, oh, when I was younger, I went to the bathroom and they called me Poop Man or something like that. And what did he say? I got teased just by pooping in school. They called me Poop Man. And it's really, really funny because I can laugh at it while also going, that's absolutely what kids do, especially like boys do. I went to an all-boys school. Some of the things that I got made fun of for in high school, or even in primary school when I wasn't in an all-boys school, but by guys, some of the things I got made fun of for is like the stupidest shit to make fun of people for, and the dumbest nicknames. And sometimes it would really work on me, and sometimes it wasn't. It didn't. I was a very sensitive kid. When I was in primary school, especially. When I got to high school, I stopped being as sensitive. But when I was in primary school, I remember I was called Pineapple Head for by a few guys at my school, because I had a big head, right? And so they called me Pineapple Head, and I got really, really angry. And they were like a year or two older than me, I think. And then I started like chasing them, right, around the tables, around the yard or whatever. I was chasing them, and then the teacher saw me chasing them and being really angry, and then we all got detention. And it was like one of the only times I ever got detention in school ever, was that, which I think it was called focus room back in my primary school. It wasn't called detention. One of the only times I ever got focus room. I got it twice, and that was the first time. And the second time was not my fault. The second time was a teacher thought I heard her and disobeyed her. Oh, it wasn't a teacher, it was a lunch lady. Thought I heard her and disobeyed her instructions when I just didn't hear her. But she just didn't believe me. She was just like, nope, you absolutely heard me. Stop lying to me. And then she gave me focus room. Still incredibly angry about that to this day. I was like, what, 9 years old or 10 years old or something like that. Still to this day, as a 27-year-old, I'm still pissed off that lady didn't believe me. When I said like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. And she was like, no, you heard me. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. Point is, I was called Pineapple Head. It really got to me when I was a kid, even though it's a really stupid insult, but it got to me. And then in high school, at some point, there was some people in my high school who found one of my YouTube channels that I used back then, where I used to post like gaming stuff, right? I used to post me playing games. And they found that YouTube channel, and the latest video was me playing the game Amnesia the Dark Descent, right? So it was like I did one video on me playing Amnesia, and the next day I came to school and like 3 guys were calling me Amnesia Boy. Like I was being made fun of just because they clicked on my channel and they just looked at the first thing they could see and then called me that boy. Amnesia Boy. Like it's not like they hated Amnesia or thought Amnesia was lame. It's just, it's a really easy way to make fun of you. And that I don't think got me. I think I was like, okay. and I think to this day, that doesn't make me angry. That makes me laugh at like how stupid they were for thinking that was an insult. But that's why I look at this poop man joke and I go, yeah, that rings true. Like that's the sort of thing that that guys do. Bullies in school suck. They're really terrible at bullying sometimes. But yeah, I liked that storyline. And then as I said, it again was really cute because you see Nico talking about how witches help people in need, and so he came to her with an anxiety and she wanted to help him with that anxiety, even though it was kind of a silly anxiety. She still wanted to assist him, and I think that's adorable. And at the same time, after it was done, he goes, I'm sorry that you had to help me with something that was silly. And she goes, it's not silly. It was something you were nervous about, so I'm glad to help. And then she got the little glow and she went, and actually, you've helped me become a better witch now. Like, this is proof that I've become a stronger witch because of this situation. So you've assisted me as well, so thank you. And I just think that's adorable. And then finally, we got introduced to, her name is Meow. It's so good. That is such a good character name. Because I've seen a million cat characters that have either Neko in their name or Nyan in their name, right? Neko meaning cat in Japanese, Nyan being the sound that cats make in Japanese, right? I've seen 1,000 anime characters that are cats, and they have that in as part of their theming, right? Happens all the time. I don't think I've ever, and I mean I'm sure there's several out there or something, but I don't think I've ever seen a character with the name Meow before, because it's the English sound that cats make, but they're written like a Japanese name. That's fucking genius. That's a really, really good joke. That's one of my favorite pun names that I've seen in a long time. I mean, in anime, there's pun names all the time, everywhere. And I mean, I'm sure I miss 80% of them. But that's just so funny. Meow. So, yeah, we got introduced to Meow. She's very cute. I like her design. And it was a funny storyline. It was good. So I'm excited to see more of that. Anyway, that's Witch Watch episode 5. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking the video, commenting down below, and subscribing to the channel. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.